Hey guys, what is going on? U-Rounder here, and I'm back with day 2 of our 30-day Game of War series. And today we're going to talk a little bit about our buildings, and we're going to talk about how to power up quickly. If you guys have watched any of my other videos, you've probably seen the 60,000 power video in 60 minutes. I'm not going to go through that entire process, but I'm going to briefly describe it and you'll see some of that. The first thing I want to talk about, though, is building order. You may not think of it really, but the order in which you build things is important, and the first thing that you always want to level up is your gymnos. Your gymnos is, I'll show you real quick, this building right here. To build it, we need a level 3 villa. So that means our goal right now is to get a level 3 villa. To get a level 3 villa, we need a couple other things. So this is how you figure out what you need. You go in, you click the tile, you go down to the villa, and it says we need a logging camp level 1. So I happen to know, because I've done this once or twice, that we need a logging camp and we need a farm before we get a villa. So I'm going to go ahead and level up our farm and our logging camp a few times using the free speed ups. And then once I get up to about level 3, we'll go ahead and build our villa and our gymnos. Now the reason we want to build our gymnos up as quickly as possible is because it is what allows us to gain more hero experience. And the higher our hero levels, or the faster our hero levels I should say, the stronger we are going to be, because we are directly correlated to the strength of our hero. So the better we can make our hero, the better we're going to be. We have our level 3 villa, you see, right here, and now we can build our gymnos. So we're going to go ahead and build that, and we want to always level up our gymnos as quickly as possible. So anytime you get to a new stronghold level, first thing you should do is get your gymnos leveled up. We're going to go, it's going to take a minute, I'll pause the video if I need to, but we're going to go ahead and take it right up to level 5 as quickly as we can, and then we will build an academy, start a little bit of research. In the meantime, you'll see we've got some skill points here. Going to go ahead and use those. I'm going to put 2 points. We'll go over research in day 3, but for right now I'm going to put 2 points in troop attack. I'll put 2 more in food production, and then I'll start pouring them into construction. So that'll be the order that I go in for now, and I don't want to get into too much detail on that because we're going to cover it next video. We're going to go ahead and make sure we're doing our quests. Now I haven't actually played since the last video, so you guys, if you're following along, are probably a lot further ahead. Now, I mentioned that I'm not going to complete these quests unless I need to for supplies. The reason for that is when you go ahead and collect these, you'll actually collect more experience, power, if your gymnos is a higher level. Not more power, sorry, but more experience. So your hero will actually level up faster if you wait to collect those quests, because as you can see, if you go into your gymnos, hero XP bonus. So at level 3, we get 15% bonus experience whenever we earn XP for our hero. So that means that if we wait to collect those quests, we actually get 15% more experience than we would have if we'd already collected them. Now, if we wait until our gymnos is up around level 5, it's a 25% bonus. So you can see it kind of, it behooves you to wait a little bit on collecting those. Alright, let me go ahead and see what we have here. So we get a 3 speed up in 3 minutes. Let's go ahead and use a 3-minute speed up. Wait 30 seconds, and let's make sure, yep, we're in an alliance, so that's good. Get our alliance help. And I'll start covering what buildings you want to build. Like I said, the first thing you want to do is get your gymnos up to level 5, and we're still not going to go past level 5 on our stronghold. I explained a little bit. If you guys haven't seen the last video, you can go ahead right on the screen and click the playlist button that'll be up there. Just click that, it'll take you to the playlist where all these videos are going to be on my YouTube channel. Free, done. And you can check those out there. So we'll go ahead and get this free. This should be free. And let's go ahead and get the academy built. just so that we can put a little research in the queue. Alright, so obviously they've got some ideas for what they want us to do here. Alright, start leveling that up. Always hit your help button. And let's finish upgrading our villa. So we're going to get our villa up to level 5, and once we do that, we'll be able to get our gymnos to level 5. Now, at that point, put the iPad down for a second. Now, at that point, what we want to do is go ahead and fill in the rest of all of our buildings. Now, I recommend, I'll put a link in the description to the 60K power video, but I recommend you watch that. But I'm going to cover very quickly the basics of it, and that is the following. You are going to build 10 farms, and then you're going to destroy, hold on, let me look. I wrote down the layout I wanted to use for this account. You know what? I remember it. It was 7, 7, 7, and 4. So, the end result of this is you're going to have 7 logging camps, 7 quarries, 7 mines. Yep, so let me actually watch this. I got a neat little trick. Alright, so we are going to have 7 logging camps, 7 quarries, and 7, yep, that's the 7 mines. And then we're going to have 4 farms. Now that's the total that we're going to end up with. Okay, so pretty high speed, right? Clear that out. But before we do that, we need to build 10 of each. So we're going to build 10 of each, and you'll notice there's not enough spaces. So you build 10, then you destroy. You know, you will end up destroying 6 of these. You'll destroy 3 of these, 3 of these, and 3 of these. You may need to destroy more to make room, but that's the basics. I usually end up just building 1 of each, destroying them all, or building 10 of each, destroying all but like 1 or 2, and then continuing on. So that's the basics of that. Now you do that with all 4 of your resource plots. That's going to get you some bonus quests. Then you're going to do the exact same thing with, you're going to do it, make it very clear, you're going to do it with barracks, villas, and hospitals. That's it. So I would do it with barracks first, then I would do it with hospitals, then I would do it with villas. And do it in that order because your final count that you're going to have at the end of this is you're going to have 1 of each of all these buildings right here, except for altar, hall of war, and prison, because you don't need those till a little bit later on. You're going to have 1 of all the other sort of single buildings, and then you're going to have 1 barracks, you're going to have 6 hospitals, and you are going to have 11 villas. Alright, so that's what your final count is going to be when you get to Stronghold level 5. You know, day probably 4 or 5 is when we will be going to a new kingdom. But we're going to get everything up to level 5 before we leave this kingdom, and this is what your count's going to be. So, before you get to those final numbers, you're going to build 10 of each of these, and then you're just going to destroy the ones you don't need. So I hope that's clear. If it's not, then go ahead and watch that other video I've got that actually walks through the entire process pretty clearly and pretty quickly. I think it's only like 7 minutes. So, looks like we leveled up. Oh no, we've got monster skill points. The monster skill points really don't matter, so just throw them all in here, and I just go down the left side. That's all I do with those. Again, we'll cover research in the next video, and I'm going to go ahead and do the 60,000 power trick offline so you guys don't have to watch it again. I already did it in one video. So next time I log on, that's where I'm going to be. I'm going to have 7 of each resource plot. I'm going to have the numbers I just went over in my main city. My gymnos will be level 5. That's the next thing I'm going to level up. And I'll be ready to go and talk you guys through your research. But as of right now, I'll just cover very quickly. You want to have 1 academy, 1 storehouse, 1 gymnos, 1 forge, 1 marketplace, 1 watchtower, 1 barracks, and 1 hall of war. I'm not sure that you can build the Hall of War until after you're at Stronghold 5, so let's go look. Anytime you have a question, the answer is usually right there. So you need a level 1 embassy. So let's check what you need for a level 1 embassy, since you're going to have one of those too, and I didn't even write that down. So embassy. That may mean you only get 10 villas. So I may have forgot the embassy. So not a big deal. So let's look at embassy. You need a quarry level 6. To get a level 6 quarry, you need a level 6 stronghold. So that means that you're not going to get your Hall of War or your embassy until after you get to stronghold level 6. So just keep that in mind and make sure you leave 2 spaces open at stronghold level 5 for those 2 buildings. I hope that's clear. Bam. We're going to get our we are going to go ahead and upgrade our Gymnos, and that's where I'm going to leave you guys off. I hope this was clear. I hope you guys gained something for it. You've got a pretty good layout for your starting buildings, getting up to Stronghold level 5. You've got a layout for your resource fields. Again, I have some videos, or rather some blog posts on my website. You can go ahead and click the website link in the video. It'll also be in the description. Again, this is day 2, Game of War, your first 30 days in Game of War. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. Let me know what questions you have and what you want to learn. So leave a comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.